Lexington Sporting Club is facing opposition from 70 Central Kentucky high school boys soccer coaches over its new full-time under-20 academy. Coaches argue that it could strip away star players, while the club says they're aiming to create a pathway to the pros. WKYT's Carly Hogston and photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw bring us the details in the story that is new at 6.
Launching the academy is kind of that next step of connecting our youth to our pros. And we're excited to bring that to Lexington.
The Lexington Sporting Club has formed the full-time under-20 academy. It's for elite high school boys soccer players 15 to 19 years old. About 24 players from Central Kentucky will be chosen to train and play with the LSC's professional team. If chosen, the player would have to commit to the franchise for 10 months and can't play for their high school at the same time. Kim Shelton is the club's CEO.
Our intention was never to be opposed to high school soccer. What we're trying to do here is offer yet again another opportunity for kids to play at the highest level.
Tates Creek High School boys soccer coach Albert Gross doesn't like this idea.
They are forcing those talented players to choose between, their academy model and high school soccer.
Coach Gross says high school soccer provides a great sense of community, more so than club soccer.
I think it means a lot to these kids to put Tates Creek, Henry Clay, Dunbar across their chest.
Coach Gross and 69 other head coaches have signed a petition and written a letter in opposition to the club's academy, asking the franchise to allow a path for players to participate in high school soccer and the academy. Julian Tackett is the commissioner for the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. His organization has no jurisdiction on the matter, but he has something to say.
Because we don't have the population base that some other places do. So you're really cherry picking the best of the players and asking them to gamble on their future. And that's not what we stand for, and it's certainly not what our schools stand for.
In Lexington, Carly Hogston, WKYT.
And Coach Gross says he has 2 star players who have agreed to play for LSC in the upcoming season, changing the dynamic of his team. Gross says larger areas like Louisville and Northern Kentucky have similar academies, but those players can play in high school and for their local professional club.